Attention! Americans have the freedom of choice, and your choice for professional wrestling should be the American Wrestling Federation.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the American Wrestling Federation. My name is Mick Carson. This is Terry Taylor.
Don't point at me. We're going to see Tito Santana in action. We're going to see Gentleman Chris Adams taking on Greg the Hammer Valentine. Also Sergeant Slaughter taking on luscious Tommy Rich. And also the Birdman Coco Beware taking on Bob Orton Jr.
To the ring we go with our announcer, Billy Anderson.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next contest is scheduled for 3 rounds. Introducing first from Stratford-on-Avon in England, weighing 235 pounds, he is Gentleman Chris Adams.
And as we take a look at Chris Adams, we welcome you once again, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be one hot week with the American Wrestling Federation, the superstar out of Stratford-on-Avon, England, to battle Greg the Hammer Valentine. Terry Taylor, what a matchup.
Yes, it is. This is for in the tournament for the American Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Championship. Valentine won, Chris Adams won, both men the worse for wear, but there is no rest for the weary. You got to keep continuing if you're going to get into the championship picture.
Rico Suave.
Oh, here we go again.
Tampa, Florida, weighing 249 pounds, Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Well, Greg Valentine certainly a force to be reckoned with by himself, but with Rico Suave in his corner, anything can happen. And Terry, you've got a classic matchup here. Two very divergent styles. Greg the Hammer Valentine, that plotting, methodical brawler, and Gentleman Chris Adams with that European scientific wrestling technique. This is going to be very interesting.
Yes, it is. Rico Suave running his mouth, but look at the look of determination on the face of Greg Valentine and also Chris Adams. Chris Adams not shaking hands, not smiling. These guys are ready to roll, and they understand the importance of this match. I'm going to go right over the rules real quick. The referee in this has final say-so. It's 3 4-minute rounds in the quarterfinals. If there is no decision, the referee's decision on his scorecard will be final. Disqualification results if you touch the referee or throw your opponent over the top rope. Paul Zapperstein, the referee, is in attendance, and he is going to back up the decision of every one of his umpires or referees.
First of all, it's Alperstein. Secondly, he's not the referee. He's the president of the American Wrestling Federation.
I said back up his referees.
You are all wound up, and as the referee, Jesse Hernandez.
No, that's the president, Jesse Hernandez.
You know something? Will you take an aspirin, relax? You're getting everybody confused. He's trying to read the riot act early on to Rico Suave, who I'm sure is paying absolutely no attention to that.
Speaking of aspirin, I'd say you're a pain in my neck, but I have a lower opinion of you, Karsh.
If we could pay attention to business, this is a very important match. No question about it. Two of the great superstars in professional wrestling. And again, you have a situation where the American Wrestling Federation brings you top talent and parity. How do you pick a winner in this one?
Yeah, every match in this tournament, quarterfinal, semifinal, and final, is going to be on television. There has to be a winner. Where else in the world can you get this kind of wrestling action? The winner of this contest is going up against the winner of the Bob Orton Jr. Coco Beware matchup. So, I mean, when you think it can't get any better, it does.
Well, if they can get Suave out of the ring, he hugged Greg Valentine 8 or 10 times. Enough is enough.
Get a forklift to get him out.
Oh, they're going to need that. Gentleman Chris Adams is certainly ready to go. And now he wants the referee to keep a close eye on Rico Suave.
A closed eye?
Well, certainly Suave is more than willing and able to interject his carcass into a match.
Ask Tony Atlas. Boy, you see the way Greg Valentine put that forearm across the throat of Chris Adams and gave him that shove? That hurts. It also hurts, but it also, makes you mad. And I think he knows that if he gets Chris Adams fired up, he might make a mistake and it would make it easier to try to pin the Englishman.
The American Wrestling Federation Championship Tournament generating so much publicity from corner to corner across the country. Fans very interested in just who is going to be the first champ. Great arm drag takedown.
Yeah, you see Greg Valentine trying to overpower. Listen to the people responding to this action. Tried to overpower Adams, pushing him back into the corner. Chris reversed it, using that judo leverage, and comes out with a spin under takedown.
And another nice maneuver by Adams. And a deep underhook into a second arm drag. And he has Greg the Hammer Valentine in a whirl of hurt right now. And a look of consternation on that mug of Rico Suave.
See how Chris Adams keeps his body over Greg Valentine, puts the pressure on that shoulder, elbow, and every time that he tries to get up. And see, now, there's great wrestling in the ring, and then you see Suave on the outside distracting the referee. Great tenacity there by Adams to hang on to the hold after being body slammed to the canvas.
You know, Terry, we touched earlier on about these style differences here. Chris Adams employing that European technique. Oh, he hangs on again. And Greg the Hammer Valentine, that plodding, brawling style as we get another look, unfortunately, at Suave.
Yeah, the quickness of Greg Valentine is almost like a non-factor. He's not quick. He's very strong, very well versed. Chris Adams goes into that variation of a Japanese armbar that hyperextends the elbow. Valentine gets right out from underneath it, right into an armbar. He's got to figure a way out of this predicament that Adams has got it.
Oh,
there he goes.
There's your answer right there. That backbreaker, much to the delight of Suave, and the fans certainly not too pleased about it. So important, this matchup. Both of these wrestlers want to make history and advance at least to the semifinals in the American Wrestling Federation. This is just great. This is human chess at its finest.
Yeah, it is. Valentine uses that percussion laterally the first time. Lateral press, 1, 2. Adams kicks out. Then with the atomic drops, jams those vertebrae into each other instead of separating them like that backbreaker does. And now he's working on the upper part of the spine, pulling on that neck. What you do on that hold is you hang onto the neck, lean the guy back, and bury your chest over his head, and it bends the neck the wrong way.
Oh, man. Boy, I felt that one, I'll tell you. You know, it's clear Greg the Hammer Valentine just working methodically, minute by minute here, wearing down gentleman Chris Adams. He's not concerned about maybe going 1 round, 2 rounds. He just wants to get the job done.
Yeah, I don't think that Valentine will ever run out of gas. He's got a 5 count here to stop doing that. Every time he lets go of Adams, then he gets another 5 count.
We are under a half a minute on. Oh! Valentine into that post, not just the turnbuckle, he hit the steel.
And that's the arm that Adams has been working on. That left shoulder's been jammed. Adams knows what to do, goes right back to the arm, brings it back in. He knows he has about 10 seconds. He grew up with this style. He knows he's running out of time. What's he gonna do? Go for the win or punish him before the round runs out?
Well, clearly there's not gonna be enough time to get anything done here, and that is, in fact, the end of the first round. A very even give-and-take matchup, and oh, they still want to go. And now it's Suave. Get him out of there.
Yeah, he almost looked like a traffic cop there. He broke this situation up. We got a minute rest period here, ladies and gentlemen. What a match. Round 2 coming up.
Well, this is absolutely sensational, ladies and gentlemen. Don't you dare go away. It gets better by the minute. You're watching the American Wrestling Federation. We're coming back for the continuation of Greg the Hammer Valentine and gentleman Chris Adams. Welcome back, everybody. The American Wrestling Federation Championship Tournament. You're watching Greg the Hammer Valentine and gentleman Chris Adams. And the first round, Terry, I don't know if you can give the edge to one man or the other.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not Jesse Hernandez, the referee, because he's going to have to make a decision if this goes to full 3 rounds. We've seen Adams work on the arm of Valentine, and we've seen Valentine work on the back of Chris Adams.
Wait a second now. Oh, no!
He baited him right there. He put that foot up there slowly so Valentine would catch it. That's an Ingazuri kick made famous by the Japanese wrestler Antonio Inoki.
Wait a minute now.
Rico Suave has a phone. We have a lady in red right there. Chris Adams goes right back to the arm.
What is that she has in her hand there that looks like a laptop computer of some type?
Boy, I wish I was a laptop computer sometimes. Oh, to be a floppy disk. One thing I do not want to be is the next guy who's going to be wrestling Mr. Hughes. Let's go to that Warrior corner now.
Tito Santana, my man, has promised last week what he's gonna do to you, and this week he's gonna fulfill his promise.
That's right, Tito Santana. Don't nobody get up from the sidewalk slam, boy. I guarantee you this. Into this hour, you will go down for the last time.
What a matchup that one is going to be. Mr. Hughes and Tito Santana. Oh, what a shot by Greg the Hammer Valentine. He about beheaded Chris Adams.
Everybody in this building went, ooh. But I'll tell you what, I said it right. Tito Santana is the most unlucky man on earth to be wrestling at Mr. Hughes. He bullied his way in, bullied his way past the first round, and he's going to try to bully his way past Tito Santana in the quarterfinals. Can he do it?
Well, I'll tell you something. I would think not, but I've known Sheik Adnan LKC for a lot of years, and that man is capable of orchestrating anything.
Yeah, and look at right here. Greg Valentine is working on that left leg of Chris Adams. There's no super kick with that leg long, and also Valentine knows how to put that figure four on anybody.
Greg the Hammer Valentine plodding along, kicking, stomping, whatever it takes, he's going to do it. He measures Chris Adams with that elbow, and he stuns the man from England in a second shot.
See, that's one thing about Valentine. He works on the head with those brain busters, but then he works back on the leg and goes for the figure four. The fighting heart of Chris Adams comes through. He's fighting back because he knows that leg's in trouble. He goes for the head like Valentine. Can he pick him up? Oh, no.
Just that quickly, the veteran, Greg Valentine, goes right back to work on the leg.
What that move does, Mick, is it bends your leg farther than it's supposed to go because you have your whole weight going against it. And look at Chris fighting his figure four, spinning toe hold on the right leg. Can he cross that foot across the knee? If he gets it, that's it.
He's got it locked in now. Referee Jesse Hernandez right in on top, asking Chris Adams if he wants to concede. And now Suave, look at this. He's distracted the referee. Valentine using the ropes for additional leverage.
That should break the hold. Suave knows what he's doing. What they're trying to do is break the leg of Chris Adams. Jesse Hernandez, the referee, has got to be very careful in this situation. Chris Adams' legs and career on the line.
You know, I'm hoping that President Paul Alperstein is watching this one very carefully, watching the actions of Rico Suave. Maybe they ought to bar him from ringside as we're under a half a minute.
The tournament is so important. Do you need a guy like Suave on the outside interfering? Everybody wants winners and losers. We want a decision made. We don't want a troll like him interfering, Humpty Dumpty on the outside with that horrible wig.
And there's another brain buster.
10 seconds.
Count of 1 and 2. No. Adams once again tenacious. He will not be pinned. What a tough individual.
Well, I'll tell you what, the intensity of this match, Adams survives.
Come on now. This is between rounds. Come on, referee. Valentine is risking a fine here. There's no doubt about it.
No, but look. You see Rico Suave doing it again, distracting the referee. It's not Hernandez's fault, but he's got to hear that falling and stuff behind him. He turns around and he's going, what happened?
Well, that's what I'm saying, Terry. Maybe you could put some of the blame on Rico Suave, but Jesse Hernandez has got to keep his eyes also on the action at hand, and Valentine certainly able to get in a few more licks on gentleman Chris Adams. This is a very, very tough matchup, and again, as we said, or as you said earlier on, if it goes to the full-time limit, it is the referee, Jesse Hernandez, that makes the decision.
Yeah, we're going into the third round in this tournament, uncharted territory. Chris Adams got that bad leg. Now look at Valentine. He's got to be in a neutral corner when that bell rings, and that Humpty Dumpty looking geek has got to be on the outside.
Well, Adams struggles to his feet, and he's met with a forearm shot right to the jaw in a second.
See how when your legs hurt, it bends you forward, and it sticks your hand right in the line of fire.
He's going for that figure four leg lock once again, but Adams...
He beat Jimmy Powers with that.
Got him.
2.
Oh, how close.
See, Chris Adams is watching those matches. He saw what Jimmy Powers did wrong, and right there used it on Valentine. Great defense against the figure four.
And now, Adams tossed through the ropes onto the floor.
Landed on that foot, jamming that knee.
Well, this may be a blessing in disguise for Chris Adams. Give him just a few seconds to try to regroup here. Oh, Suave giving a little lip service to Adams. Oh, what a forearm. Thunderous.
That was made famous by his father, Johnny Valentine. Valentine would let you hit him 3 or 4 times to get that one shot in. Greg Valentine is a chip off the old block. Suplex!
Brought him in right over the top rope from the ring apron.
That's got to be
cover. Count of 1, 2. Put the leg a little bit late, and Adams once again able to kick out.
How did he kick out with that leg being hurt like it is? See him twisting his body, trying to get that shoulder up. Valentine's got to get his weight over Adams. Got that left shoulder up.
Oh, man. The fighting heart of gentleman Chris Adams isn't enough to take the measure of Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Valentine right. Oh, that's an inverted. A groin shot like that is a disqualification. I've never said that before, but Adams did that inadvertently. He didn't make Valentine get up in the air. He was defending himself.
Oh, kick right to the solar plexus.
That was a super kick to the stomach. Well done.
Oh, big knee lift.
Can't get a good push off that left leg. See how he's favoring that left leg? That's where your power comes, not the leg that delivers the blow, but the one giving you your base.
Is he setting off for a pile driver here?
If he nails it, that's got to be it. Man, move after move, counter move. Oh, man, both guys going for it.
And gentleman Chris Adams has taken so much of a pounding here. A high-risk maneuver now. Off the top rope. I'm not sure how advisable this is. Crossbody.
Got him.
1, 2.
Oh. Boy, what drama. I'm getting breathless watching this match. Pile driver Valentine comes back up with a big knee. Sunset. 2 count.
This crowd is absolutely drained, Terry, by the intensity of this one.
Boy, these guys still going for it. Block to slam, drop behind.
Oh.
Hands on the tights, I don't care.
Got a 1 and 2 and again he kicked out.
Did Adams' head hit that middle rope? Those are steel cables wrapped up in plastic. Or rubber, I mean.
Sleeper hold. Oh, what a maneuver.
Man, back and forth, give and take, ebb and flow. What a contest.
Does Greg Valentine have any teeth left after that one? Oh, this matchup is extraordinary. Rolls him up again. Could this do it? No.
See Valentine twist that body, use those legs to get out. Very hard to hold a man like Greg Valentine down like that.
I am just absolutely amazed at the intensity. Count of 1, 2.
Notice Chris Adams got that shoulder up. That's how he beat his opponent, the Warlord, last week. Man, we got 30 seconds. Turn on the afterburners. Pop the clutch. Double underhook suplex. See how quick he snapped him? He knows the time's running out. 2.
Oh.
Adams just twisted that right shoulder out of a pinning predicament. What's next?
We've seen everything but the kitchen sink, and now an attempt at a pile driver. Adams trying to block it, and he does. With the back body drop, we're under 10 seconds.
He's got him. 2. Oh.
Oh, my word.
No decision, no winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back with the decision of the referee. This is incredible. Stay with us, everybody. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we await the decision from referee Jesse Hernandez. Let's have a look. Chris Adams has gotten the victory over Greg the Hammer Valentine. And Terry, what do you think Jesse Hernandez based that decision on?
Well, I see 13 near falls for Adams, 11 near falls for Valentine. The figure 4 might have been the difference. We also had Rico Suave interjecting himself. The confidence shown in Jesse Hernandez by Alperstein has got to make Jesse feel good. Suplex back into the ring right here. Slow-mo. You see how far Chris Adams falls. Greg Valentine drives the air out of him. Beautiful cross-body block by Adams. Almost gets a 3 count, but doesn't. That's what makes the decision go. You see your winner right there. Now, ladies and gentlemen, no commercial break. You're in the American Wrestling Federation. Back to Billy Anderson.
And the importance of this matchup clearly right now, Terry. Gentleman Chris Adams will meet the winner of this confrontation as he advances in the tournament.
He represents from Kansas City, weighing 235 pounds, Cowboy Bob Orton Jr.
Boy, look at that mug on that guy. Sir Oliver Hunt. much to look at, but this guy is a real mind when it comes to finding professional wrestlers. He's got one of the best in Cowboy Bob Orton Jr., a true veteran and a great wrestler in his own right. We said that the winner of the Johnny Gunn-Orton match would probably win the tournament. I stand by that.
Well, that's a very bold prediction, my friend, considering the likes of the talent that you have in this championship tournament. But Bob Orton Jr., you mentioned, one of the great veterans in this sport. And with Oliver Humperdinck in his corner, anything can happen.
All right, now watch me, Carson. I do the bird.
Hey, watch it. You hit me. Will you sit down?
I'm not hitting you. I'm flying. Look at my wingspan.
Coco Beware, ladies and gentlemen, along with Frankie. What a popular wrestler this man is. The fans love him wherever he goes, and they love that bird.
He's got to get more color in his outfit. He is drab.
He's blinding me. How much more color can a man have? Look at that outfit.
Looks like a cab driver with those pants. Look at him. Checkered. Do the bird. I'm dancing. Get out of my way, Carson.
Sit down. Sit down.
Oh, I'm not sitting down because you said so. I'm sitting down because I'm tired.
Let's pay attention to business right now. A very important matchup. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this one will advance to the semifinals against gentleman Chris Adams. Coco Beware one-on-one with Cowboy Bob Orton Jr. This again, Terry, how do you pick this one?
Well, I don't think you can. Every one of these matches has been so close, so tight into parity. I don't know anybody. Jimmy the Greek is pulling his hair out trying to decide who's going to be the winner. I'm not pulling my hair out. It just makes my roots longer.
Well, can you get any closer than the matchup we saw with Cowboy Bob Orton Jr. and Johnny Gunn? Within about an eighth of a second, that was the determining factor. And here Orton takes on Coco Beware, trying to advance in this very prestigious championship tournament. Big headbutt. Wow.
Yeah, I think, he hit his head on the bottom turnbuckle. Coco came out of the blocks in a hurry. Good right hand. Because he knows the importance of this match, and he knows how dangerous Orton is if he gets going good. He's trying to break his momentum. Looks like he's going for a bulldog.
He nailed it. He sure did.
See that quick cam showing the impact?
In for the cover. He's not hooking a leg, though.
Oh, he got his foot over the ropes. Man, you talk about seeing it all. Johnny Gunn, you're talking about before loses by an eyelash because of the time. Then we see Chris Adams go the whole time limit against Greg Valentine. The referee right here, Jesse, had to make a decision. And we've seen it all in the American Wrestling Federation.
Oh, that time Orton with a tremendous maneuver, and he dropped Coco Beware on the back of his head.
That's
Coco's
the blip.
not moving.
That's the blip shot right there.
That's right.
That's a blip.
High over the stadium, ladies and gentlemen.
You can see how high Coco Beware fell with that back suplex. Well done by Bob Orton Jr. Tell you, we got the greatest athletes in the world here. These guys, bottom line is, we're bringing wrestling back to the fans. And if you keep watching, the more you like, the more you see, the more you're gonna like.
Head-to-head collision, and both men are down.
But Orton's on top, Coco's on his back. Jesse Hernandez has got to count because his shoulders are down.
Well, Jesse Hernandez.
Oh, now it's up.
Is he counting both men? It appears that way. And Humperdinck is about having a stroke outside the ring. He's up in arms.
Be quiet. He might go ahead and have a stroke. Both guys here trying to come up.
Rake of the eyes.
You notice how fast these guys came out of the starting blocks at the beginning of this match.
Outstanding athletes. Wait a second. He tried for that boot to the midsection. Coco spins him around. Big atomic drop. Oh, he nailed him. Orton into the corner.
Coco climbing up. Don't ask for permission. Zapperstein's not going to answer you.
Alperstein.
I wish you quit kissing up. You're starting to make me nauseous. I'd like to try that to you. Stand still. Let me hit you on top of the noggin.
Leave me alone. Coco Beware on the offense right now. He's got to stay on him. Oh, just that moment's hesitation. That second of hesitation, and Orton turns it around.
See the way Orton's face never changes. That's his big move, the pile driver. If he gets it, it's over. Coco do it. Got that low center of gravity. Backdropped him over. Coco Beware's got to follow up. Orton hits him. What a shot with that right hand. Coco answers with one of his own.
Oh, what a seesaw matchup. Coco once again nailed him right to the side of the jaw.
This is dangerous. If Orton falls, that's a 4-foot fall to the floor.
Takes him by the hair. There's a block.
Kinda.
And into the top turnbuckle. Orton now propels himself over the top. Oh, he ran right into those knees. action.
Man, that was borderline low blow, but it was unintentional. Both men here showing the effects of this match. Orton's got a sailor on the leg, three-quarter. That's a three-quarter Nelson sailor on the leg. Great wrestling move.
Oh, my word.
That was a great wrestling move, and you can see why Coco Beware could not kick out of it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there is the veteran, Cowboy Bob Orton Jr. digging into that bag of tricks, and he has now advanced in the tournament.
Unbelievable. Well done. See that back suplex, belly to back, and right there, that's called a sailor on the leg, three-quarter Nelson. Coco can't do anything. Great victory for Cowboy Bob Orton. There you see your winner.
Well, a very, very disappointed crowd in attendance, ladies and gentlemen, as we go right back to the ring with Billy Anderson.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is scheduled for 3 rounds. Introducing first the manager, Rico Suave. He represents from Nashville, Tennessee, weighing 247 pounds, luscious Tommy Rich.
Well, here they come. Oh, please, that hip movement is enough to nauseate you. Wrestling's odd couple, Rico Suave and luscious Tommy Rich.
So you wish you were in there with the two of them, don't you?
I don't want to get anywhere near him.
That girl tried to hit Tommy Rich, and he took a swipe at him. These guys got bad attitudes. Tell you what, though, you get closer and closer to those semifinals and the final match, you can see the intensity level keep kicking up.
Rico Suave somehow dug deep into that pocketbook and purchased the services of luscious Tommy Rich, and there, the president of the American Wrestling. It's Alperstein.
I said that.
And his opponent from Paris Island, South Carolina, weighing 305 pounds, Sergeant Slaughter.
All right, I am standing up, and I'm going to give this man a salute. America's hero, Sergeant Slaughter, has hit the scene. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a true patriot, a true American. I love Sergeant Slaughter, so do the fans.
Yeah, he's a great American, but I wish you could suck it up to everybody. First Saperstein, then Sergeant Slaughter. He's one of the favorite guys in the tournament, but you got to suck up to everybody. Do you know, I'm going to talk technical right now. This is digital, the way this signal goes out. This is top of the line. The greatest wrestling with the greatest technology and the greatest announcer. Thank you. All righty then.
Was that announcer or announcers? I didn't hear you. Sergeant Slaughter and Tommy Rich. This one is going to be very, very special. 2 former world heavyweight champions in the ring.
Yeah, and the guys that go after this, it's going to be 6 rounds in the semifinals. So that's coming up soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't you dare go away. Very important matchup coming up. One-on-one, Sergeant Slaughter, America's hero, and luscious Tommy Rich. Stay with us. There is electricity in the air for this one. Sergeant Slaughter and luscious Tommy Rich. This is so important, Terry. The American Wrestling Federation Championship Tournament, 2 former world champions.
Yeah, can you believe that it's only in the quarterfinals that you have 2 former world heavyweight champions trying to get back on the top of the mountain again, and they got to go through each other to get there.
The Sarge out of Paris Island, South Carolina, as popular as anybody in the history of this sport. Tommy Rich was popular at one time himself.
Yeah, Tommy Rich from Nashville, Tennessee, has been to the top of the mountain. He's got to go through a man everybody loves, and Sergeant Slaughter. Now, I'm not going to say who's doing this next Warrior corner. I'm going to leave it to your imagination. Arriba!
The tournament goes on. Tito Santana, Mr. Hughes, a big obstacle that I got to overcome. But I guarantee you, Mr. Hughes, I'm not alone, buddy. I've got the fans behind me, and that's all I need. So go ahead and bring it on, Mr. Hughes. Talk about what you're going to do to me. We'll find out soon. Arriba!
Boy, you go from one great matchup to another. That's coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Tito Santana and Mr. Hughes. But right now, Sergeant Slaughter and luscious Tommy Rich attempting to advance.
Hey, let go. Hey! Live and in color, public, if you will. American Wrestling Federation. What's happening in the world of professional wrestling, baby?
Give Terry the headset back, would you please?
Oh, I must be dreaming.
Well, dream somewhere else.
Get out of here, you fat geek. swear I can't get any rest around here. There's always somebody grabbing my headset. I'd be safer in the ring.
Well, Tommy Rich may be safer outside the ring right now.
No way. Look at Sarge perching up there ready to B-52 it. That's a bomber for you non-athletes and militaries. Parse.
Anything else you want to give me a nod with? You've nodded me my whole life.
Well, if the shoe fits, proceed as planned, as you were.
I'm taking a look at Rico Suave on the other side of the ring.
Why?
That's a guy that I'd like Sarge to get his hands on, to be honest with you. Although I'm not sure that Sarge would want to grease his palms on that individual.
Sergeant Slaughter working on the back of Tommy Rich. We know the Slaughter Cannon and also the Cobra Clutch, which works on the neck, are two of his big moves. And see how he's got Tommy's lower back weakening? It makes the head come forward. He knows what he's doing. Great wrestler.
A little bit too close to the ropes. The referee calls for the break. Both men to their feet now. And luscious Tommy backs off. He needs to get those cobwebs cleared a little bit. Now into the side headlock.
See how Sarge takes him right back to the ropes, bends him backwards when he gets no leverage. And that's the weight difference. About 55 or 60 pounds. And Rico Suave is trying to figure out what's going on.
Well, Rico Suave's head is about 55 or 60 pounds. There's a shot to the kidneys by the Sarge now.
That's right to that lower back. He's going to have Tommy Rich sticking that head out so we can get that Cobra Clutch on him.
Picks up Rich. Big body slam once again. Sarge in for the cover. Hooks the leg. No, not quite three.
Somebody might say, why did he cover him there if what he's doing is going so well? Well, you can't score if you don't shoot. Lay on the guy, keep covered, and make him kick out. It makes energy. It takes energy to do that.
We are under a half a minute. Big back body drop. He had him up in the lights. Oh, the Sarge is on fire. Come on, Sarge.
Quit looking at the platoon and take care of the enemy.
He's got to watch that clock right now. Down to 15 seconds. Into that abdominal stretch right now.
He's working on a submission. This is a submission hold. Tommy Rich, if he connects those hands, Tommy Rich is going to be in bad shape. Can he get him? He's got those fingers with 3 seconds. Can he get a submission?
Referee is right there. Did he concede? I don't know.
Did he?
Wait a second. Sarge believes he won. No. No, Tommy Rich was able to hang on, ladies and gentlemen, and last through the round. Oh, so close. Once again, the round system comes into play. Stay with us. We're coming back for more of this great matchup, the Sarge and Tommy Rich. This tremendous matchup continues. The crowd picking up the chant of USA. USA waving the flags on behalf of Sergeant Slaughter. So important, this American Wrestling Federation Championship Tournament. I know the president is in attendance tonight.
Cy Sperling's here?
Not Cy Sperling. What's up, Paul Alperstein, the president of the American Wrestling Federation.
I thought he was a guest of Sergeant Slaughter's. I apologize.
Leave the Sarge's hair.
Quick count, 1, 2, is that it? Oh, Tommy Rich rolled that left shoulder up. Do you know that if you're in the greater Chicagoland area on the 29th, you can go to Cicero Stadium in Cicero, Hammond at the Civic Center on the 30th, be there around 7:30 to see the greatest wrestling on the planet.
Absolutely no doubt about it. And those are thunderous shots. Those tree trunk-like arms of the Sarge.
Incoming!
No. Oh.
Did you see him go over the top with that shoulder hit?
Oh, the Sarge is hurt. He really took a spill there right over the top.
That was a 305-pound man jettisoned over the top, and Tommy Rich going out after him.
Oh. Drilled him with that boot, and now Rich outside the ring kicks the Sarge a second time and a third.
Tommy Rich told me you never hit a man when he's down. Kick him, it's easier. And he's living by his own creed.
He has the Sarge in some real trouble right now.
Where's the referee?
I was going to ask you that. I'll tell you where he is. He's being preoccupied by Suave. Oh, for crying out loud. Come on, referee.
There you go. Great camera work. You see Suave. The referee should be counting him, telling him to get down, or his man is going to be disqualified. See how good I am telling somebody else how to do their job?
Well, I'll tell you something, Terry. It gets so frustrating.
Look at this. This is like in Washington, D.C. We're having a lobbyist doing a filibuster.
Get that bloated Liberace off the ring apron.
Wow, Liberace behind you for that.
Get back to the action in the ring, and now Tommy Rich with that double sledge to the back of the Sarge. Sarge is trying to get to his feet right now.
Boy, I'll tell you what, I'm surprised that fall over the top rope didn't injure him. It took guts to get back in there.
Once again, the crowd picks up that USH. Oh, he went right over the top, and he caught the top of that steel ring post. Oh, no.
That's got to knock him out. Tommy Rich knows it. What a cute win this is.
It's all, oh,
Where did he kick out?
oh, look at the Sarge.
He's trying, but there isn't a hot lot left in there. He took a tremendous shot. See Tommy Rich hit it right in the forehead where he hit that post.
Oh, what a shot by the Sarge. All the heart in the world. He's trying to fight back.
Wow, what a right hand by the Sarge.
Tooth and nail here in the American Wrestling Federation. He dropped him.
How did he do it? How did he get the reserves? No pun intended.
Because that is Sergeant Slaughter. This man, oh no, right into the referee.
Tommy Rich fired him into the referee. Sarge took the brunt of that. The referee's down. And Rich is coming in from behind. Sarge bit the challenge.
Oh, another shot. That referee is prone outside the ring. He's missing all this action inside. There's the Cobra Clutch.
That's it. Tommy Rich is giving up. He's waving the referee in to say,
oh no.
What's Liberace doing in here?
Suave, as we're down to 30 seconds. He's out of the ring. Come on, Sarge.
Boy, you
nail him.
put yourself in that ring. You are a target.
Oh, he ducks it. And Suave, oh, his own man.
All right.
The Sarge winds up and he is on fire.
13 seconds left. Where's the referee?
It has all broken loose. Rich jumps over the top rope, ladies and gentlemen. He bails up.
5 seconds.
Just a minute. What is the referee? Now, I'm not sure if he was a little bit off on the time or what happened there, but he signaled for the bell. Now, I know there was 4 or 5 seconds left.
There's bodies everywhere. It looks like a wreck on the freeway. Let's see what's going on here.
We have to get it. Wait a second. What is this all about? Just a minute. Terry, please explain this to me.
Wait a minute. I can tell right there. He's telling Sergeant Slaughter he thinks Sarge threw Tommy over the top rope, but Luscious did it himself to get out of the way of harm.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, if that is in fact the case, this is absolutely despicable. I can't believe this turn of events. Sarge did no such thing. Let's take a look right now.
In slow motion, you can see Sarge is 5 feet between the two. If you follow the camera, you see Billy Silverman, the referee, down on the ground. You see him right there. Sarge is in the wrong place at the wrong time. Tommy Rich over the top rope. Silverman assumes, and we know what happens when we assume, that he was thrown over the top rope, and there's your winner, Tommy Rich. I can't believe it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, miscarriage of justice indeed. There you see the Sarge. Luscious Tommy Rich gets the Duke by disqualification. Incredible. Stay with us, everybody. This is the American Wrestling Federation. Well, back we are, ladies and gentlemen. What a travesty of justice in that last one, Terry. I can't believe it.
Yeah, I don't think the Sarge is going to take this sitting down. Tommy Rich always better be looking over his shoulder.
And the matches keep getting hotter and hotter. Sheik and on LKC, ladies and gentlemen, by hook or crook, has seen to it that this man coming to the ring right now is in this position in the championship tournament. The roughneck himself, Mr. Hughes.
Yeah, and he's going to, the winner of this match goes in a 6-round semifinal against Tommy or Luscious Mr. Rich. Well, I tell you what a great matchup that'd be, Mr. Hughes against Luscious Tommy Rich. I'd like to see those two just annihilate each other.
Well, to tell you the truth, my hope is, and I hate to be biased, if you will, but I'm hoping that Mr. Hughes gets knocked off in this round. I'll tell you something, just the whole way that he got into this tournament, having the Sheik in his corner, it's really nauseating. And I don't know, Terry, you know, you try to be impartial here, but really, the whole thing is just, it's upsetting.
No, you got to be impartial. You're the play-by-play man. I can say whatever I want. Hughes bullied his way. He stopped the hurricane, got in, annihilated everybody else. But let's see if he can annihilate this guy who we're about to hear from.
His opponent from Tacula, Mexico, weighing 239 pounds, Tito Santana.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here he comes, and this building has exploded. Tito Santana has hit the scene, and I guarantee you, you can see the look in his eyes. He means business right now.
Yeah, Yeah, but you also see him limping out there a little bit. This tournament has been grueling on everybody, and you see the wear and tear on all these different athletes. Wait a minute, he's kissing my girls. I thought he's supposed to be wrestling that big, ugly Mr. Hughes, but instead he's out kissing my girls.
Oh, he is having some trouble getting those pins underneath him. And Mr. Hughes and the Sheik, I guarantee you, have looked very closely at that. You know, Tito Santana and Sheik Adnan LKC have had bitter blood between them going way, way back.
Yeah, and Sheik Adnan LKC, with all that money, thinks he's going to take over the American Wrestling Federation. Well, he's got a stumbling block in the form of Tito Santana, who takes a backseat to no competitor.
This is going to be a tremendous match. And again, see, Sheik did his job already. He distracted Santana long enough for Mr. Hughes to come from behind, and he has the Latin sensation reeling right now.
And Tito Santana, it's not his fault. The Sheik knew what he was doing. Hughes just bruised up Jesse Hernandez, yelling at him.
Well, Mr. Hughes sees the opportunity, and he is really doing a number on Tito.
Yes, and we have another thing I like here. It's called the Warrior's Corner. Please, let's do that right now.
You know, Chris Adams knew that the American Wrestling Federation would be tough, but I didn't realize it would quite be this tough. You know, Greg Valentine, I beat you. We went to a time limit draw, but the round system beat you. And next week, Bob Orton, the same thing applies for you.
Well, a very confident gentleman, Chris Adams. Certainly, ladies and gentlemen, he's looking forward to action next week. And back to the action in the ring. Mr. Hughes continues the assault. Oh, what a back body drop. He put Tito into orbit.
Mr. Hughes is more focused and more aggressive than I've ever seen him. Quick count, 1, 2. Who's that? How did he get out of that? Look at Hughes showing that frustration. He had to think that was it.
Every time we see Mr. Hughes, as you said, he is more aggressive. He is meaner than ever before with the influence of Sheik Adnan LKC choking Tito Santana along that second rope strand. Look at this now. That's 300 pounds.
360.
Man.
There's a difference. Tito Santana at 240 pounds. He's outweighed by 120 pounds with a guy who's an inch taller than him. That is bulk. That's girth. And this guy is focused, he's mean, and he's nasty. And he's a soprano. All right.
Tito managed to roll out of the way instinctively, and now if he can get something going here against the big man from Kansas. Oh,
he hit the referee.
Oh, no. That flying burrito.
Did Hughes pull a referee in the front?
Well, it appeared that way to me, Terry Taylor.
Look at Jesse Hernandez, the referee. He's out colder than a wedge.
He is absolutely out, and Tito attending to Jesse Hernandez. Oh, Hughes from behind.
Man, there's bodies flying everywhere. I am so glad I'm not an official in this organization. You got all the responsibility. You have to make those decisions. Was this planned so Hernandez didn't use the scorecard again?
Well, I don't know.
Sleep
Santana behind. He's got him. He's got him locked down right in the center of the ring. There is nowhere for Mr. Hughes to go right now.
The bigger the neck, the more effective that hold is. It cuts the blood off to the brain. Hughes is fading. See him starting to sag. Tito's got that head up. He's got his arm up under the chin. Well applied. You can't tell if he's asleep. He's got those shades on.
Well, it sure looks to me like he's going out, and Casey is absolutely hysterical. He does not want to see this. The referee struggling to get to his feet. Oh, it has broken loose once again. Come on, referee, get in there.
I can't believe Hughes has still got that arm up. This is a very dangerous and devastating maneuver. Now, Jesse Hernandez is asking Tito why you hit him. He's ringing the bell.
Wait just a minute now. What is this? Wait a second now. Is Hughes out? Did he go under to the sleeper hold? Hernandez and Santana exchanging heated words here.
I think they're speaking in Spanish.
Just a minute now. Put your arms down. Hughes and Casey. I can't. Wait a minute. I
thought Hughes was out.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Tito Santana gets the victory here. Terry, what in the world is happening here?
I think Jesse Hernandez got hit with that flying burrito. He understands now, he's groggy, that Hughes pulled him in the way. It was not Tito's fault. I think so. That is what the argument was. And Jesse Hernandez made the right decision.
Well, that's poetic justice.
Watch, see, right there at the end, you see Hughes pull Jesse into the way and get himself out of harm's way.
Well, my hooker crook Tito Santana has done it, ladies and gentlemen. We thought for a minute the decision was going the other direction, but Tito advances in the tournament. This is incredible. Stay with us. We're coming back. We are back with the American Wrestling Federation. Mick Karsh and Terry Taylor. What an extraordinary week.
Unbelievable. Tito Santana gets the Duke over Mr. Hughes. He advances into a 6-round semifinal against luscious Tommy Rich, who sneaked one past Sergeant Slaughter. Boy, is it getting hot and heavy. We saw Bob Orton Jr. defeat Coco Beware. And in a history-making first time ever in a championship tournament in the American Wrestling Federation, Chris Adams won a referee's decision over Great the Hammer Valentine. Now to go over it again what we saw today, Tito Santana beat Mr. Hughes, ending that reign of terror by that ugly galoot. Then we saw Tommy Rich sneak one past Sergeant Slaughter. And Saperstein said he was going to stand by his officials, and he will. Bob Orton Jr. takes the measure of Coco Beware. He advances. Chris Adams, in a first-time ever referee's decision, defeats Greg the Hammer Valentine.
For Ken Resnick and Terry Taylor, this is Mick Karsh. We'll see you next week, everybody, as the tournament continues.
You've made the right choice with the American Wrestling Federation. So until next week, you're dismissed.